Heads.
Heads the call.
Heads.
Jav, it is. Heads, Josh, come on in. You won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We're going to have a bowl.
Countdown to a very, very important game. There is a little bit of shape in. Guptill off the mark. And they come back for two.
Yeah, David Willey won't scare anybody with pace. It'll be the ability to swing the ball back into Guptill away from Colin Monroe. And therefore, as a batsman, you need to just be a little wary. He'll attack that front leg.
Oh dear, straight away. Big, big hole in the pitch where it landed. It really took a big chunk out of that bare patch.
Come on then, Dooley, explain to us this pitch. For all of us in England who don't do drop-in pitches, what's gone wrong with this surface? Give us your gardening tips.
The weather has not been kind. They have to have had a disease of some sort go through. Too much sunshine. What's happened is the bed of the tray has lost its nutrients. Has lost its growth.
You're just making this up as you go along.
It's lost the nutrients, so it cannot grow grass. So they're in a position now where they have to completely get rid of all of the dirt, all of the clay in the tray, and replace it, get new soil, new seeds in there, new nutrients into it to help the grass grow through and back to the top. So that's what's happened. The sun and the weather in Wellington has been unbelievably humid and different throughout the summer, vastly unlike a lot of summers in New Zealand, and they haven't been able to grow grass, and that is exactly why it looks like it does.
Well, NASA also, it's the same ground staff that operates the Basin Reserve just up the road, and that's renowned as being the best, if not close to the best, cricket pitch in the country. So they have had no such problem. So I'm with Simon. I think it's a disease problem.
Well, either way, we might talk about it. The players have to try and put it out their mind and just work out what's a good score. New Zealand have had a similar problem to England and not assessing conditions as well as they could.
It's one thing I thought Colin Monroe did brilliantly, actually, in the match against Pakistan a couple of games ago, in that he is usually a dasher. He'll go out and look to be aggressive right from the start, but on that particular evening, he did take his time.
Oh, a swing and a miss. If he's going to charge, he's going to have to go straight or over mid-off. Very dangerous. I know you've got to back yourself, but with it swinging away to go over mid-on, mid-wicket is dangerous.
Well, how's it missed? Has it gone over the stumps? Must have gone just over off. Here we go, this will tell us. Straight over top of off stump.
That's a better shot. Go with the swing, offside, nailed it, but half stopped to extra cover. A good start from Willie. It's 4 for none.
Often the way too, though, isn't it, NASA? And that you play that one poor shot early and it just reinvigorates your mind, and you just make that correction just to say, right, I need to just tighten myself up, my technique up a little bit. And then the next one from Monroe, straight out of the middle of the bat. It'll please him.
Mark Wood back for England, missed the last game. Was not quite fit for that game against Australia. So 2 changes for England, Wood and Plunkett, both with a yard of pace. They'll have to hit the surface hard and bowl a few cross-seam deliveries, bowl straight. One thing you can't be is wide, even with that pace. Just open up that offside. Driven down the ground. And that should be the first boundary of the evening. Just about trickles over.
A little issue for James Vince there as well. Just have a look at Vince chase this right at the end. As he goes to pull up, looked a little bit sore. Did he skid?
Yeah, almost like he just tweaked a little hammy at the end there as he pulled up there. Might have skid, yeah, you're right. It's soft outfield. Got to bowl it back of a length. When a surface is slightly too pace, bowl it back of a length. No, pitched outside leg, shouldn't be given. They get a leg by.
Yeah, I think it's one of these pitches too where you often see in T20 cricket bowlers trying to stay ahead of the game. Lots of variety, change-ups, slower deliveries. It's just pitched outside. But on this particular pitch, it's almost, I think, a throwback to cricket in the 90s and even earlier, where it's all about patience. Just be boring. Top of off stump, cross-seam deliveries, get the natural variation from the surface, and wait for the batsman to make a mistake, because the pitch will help you.
Owen Morgan again had a long fitness test yesterday at the Basin Reserve, didn't come through that. Inside edge from Martin Guptill. There you go, pitched outside leg stump. Everything else goes out the equation once it does that. It's a better length. The one ball he pitched up, the loosener up front, was a drive ball, went for 4. Try and hit the top of the stumps.
That's it exactly. If Mark Wood, Liam Plunkett, Chris Jordan just smash back of a length like that, there is not a lot that this batting lineup from New Zealand can do. Every now and again, one will just stay down as well. That is perfect.
What we saw was Pakistan do exactly that, Scotty. The 2 games that New Zealand lost, the last 2 against Pakistan at home, they bowled beautiful, back of a length, in at the hip, in at the ribs, too good.
Wide of the crease. And there's an example. Wood did not need to do that. Just be boring, bowl line and length for a while. As Scotty Styris just said, there's no need to change it. He did change it, went for 4.
That's exactly the way cricket is played. It's about staying in front, trying to be different, variations. Didn't come off this time.
Slip comes out to mid-wicket. Oh, up and over. That is superb batting. It really is. In complete control of that shot. An expensive over. It's 17 for none.
Oh, wonderful. Cramped for room, wasn't he? Loves the pull shot. Martin Guptill was in no position to play it. Leant back. Used the pace of Mark Wood. Wonderful.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good a shot that is. Your ticker's going, someone like Mark Wood running in around about 90 miles an hour. And to have the composure and technique and calmness just to lift it over Buttler for 4. So a good first over from Willie, an expensive second one from Wood. And rightly so, Willie will continue with that swing. The shot that Monroe likes. It's a short arm jab over square leg, picks it up beautifully, missed out on that occasion.
I think from England's perspective as well, they will want this middle order to do as much of the batting as they possibly can. The reason I say that, New Zealand haven't played for 10 days. That loss in Sydney was their last match. All of this New Zealand side, or pretty much most of them anyway, was slated to go back and play a Ford Trophy domestic one-day match, which was completely rained out all the way across the country, so still no practice.
Tipped away behind square, leg side. That will also run away. A quick start from Guptill, 15 from just 8.
Yeah, looked like a slower delivery from Willie. Just an attempted slower ball, knuckle ball. Just floats out, but Guptill giving himself some room, still managed to flick it away. You see the knuckles on the ball, the end of the fingers. Came out around about 12 to 15 Ks, or generally does slower than the normal pace delivery.
Driven hard, nailed. Ball snakes to the outfield.
Well, they've missed their length so far, have the England bowlers. As soon as they've over-pitched, New Zealand have been good enough to put it away. Another half volley, and the timing was good. Let off no real opportunity. That's Liam Plunkett.
Mid-on goes back to long on. Third man comes up. Misses out there. He just had to get it past backward point. Doesn't. Saw from that last pitch map, anything that's up has been off. So just got to drag your length back a fraction. There was one short ball that was uppercut for 4. You can see it, the shortest delivery. But look at anything on a full length or near a full length, 4 boundaries. England have not quite got their plans right in these first few overs. End to the over, last 2 deliveries, 26 for none.
Yeah, you can see now that the off-speed deliveries are becoming tougher. Forget it out. 2 boundaries came from knuckleball. It was just a poor line, and then an over-toss delivery that was 133 kilometres per hour. Last 2 balls of the over from Willie took pace off, cross seam, a couple of slower balls. Tough to get away.
Expensive first over from Mark Wood. He's been taken out of the attack. Chris Jordan into the attack.
Chris Jordan too spent the summer playing for the Northern Knights, who won the local T20 competition, so he will be well aware not only of these New Zealand players but the conditions as well. He was brilliant for them too, used all his experience.
And there at deep square leg, 2 men out sweeping leg side. They know that's where Monroe likes it. Picks it up brilliantly, anything off his hip. But at the moment he's quite happy turning it over to Guptill, who's been more aggressive. A lot of work for Jos Buttler, stand-in wicket-keeper. He's had to run full 40 yards to go and talk to his bowler, work out the field. Jordan now setting the field himself. Just wants square leg a little bit behind square.
One of those things that when you keep it as your captain, the bowlers have got to take control, take more control. And these guys aren't inexperienced by any stretch. The likes of Jordan played a lot of T20 cricket in the last couple of years. Liam Plunkett, David Willey. So they should be able to set their fields. They know the batsmen they're up against. The only time that might be a little bit different, create a bit of a discussion, will be in the likes of Mark Chapman perhaps, or Tim Seifert come to the crease who they don't know.
A part of that too is the experience of the captain. Jos Buttler, new in the job, new in the role, so it's up to him as a captain. He's trying to put his stamp, his mark, but he must trust those bowlers. And that can be tough for a new skipper, because he feels like he has to lead, and simply throwing it over the bowlers and saying, I'm prepared to back you and trust you, is not always easy.
Example there of setting a field and then bowling something a little bit different, because no third man, no deep point, yet you bowl a shortish delivery outside off stump. Monroe not expecting that because the field is set for in at the hip.
Could have sneaked a single there. Guptill wanted one. It was half stopped by Jordan. Again, too full from Jordan. Missed out there, Monroe.
Once again, though, it's good pace. Chris Jordan, previously mentioned, had played the domestic competition. He wasn't up often around the 140 mark. He was in the early 130s by and large. This is the Jordan that I remember. He can bend that back. It's a cross-seam delivery.
In the air, over fine leg that's up. And it will rush away for 4.
Line, wasn't it? Too poor there. It's quite a long way outside leg stump, even though Monroe didn't get any timing on it. Raced away.
To the man in the deep, doesn't carry. Monroe will keep the strike, 33 for none.
Maddie Porteous, the ANZ coin toss kid, is with me on the sideline here. So tell me, was it exactly what you hoped it would be, being out in the middle?
Yeah, it was really fun, and at first I didn't really realise it was happening, but it was heaps of fun to meet lots of the players.
Who was your favourite player that you met?
Probably Ross Taylor, but my favourite White Ferns player is Amelia Kerr.
Now, you are a big fan of the White Ferns. In fact, we've got a very good cricketer, potentially a future White Fern. Tell me a bit about your cricket.
So I play for the mixed Onslow junior cricket team, Wellington under-13s and Onslow junior girls only.
Wow, okay, Maddie Porteous, one to look out for. Now, if you want to be an ANZ coin toss kid, go to anzcricketworld.co.nz.
Thanks, Laura. Change of ends for Mark Wood. See if he has better luck from that far end. Ouch, that would have hurt. Much padding round there. Unless you're Scotty Styris, that is.
Early dig that, Nass.
That would have been a lost ball.
First stint, 5 overs, and away we go. Okay.
Oh, that's where he likes it. Could it go all the way? No, short. But that is typical Guptill. Trademark Guptill over that offside.
Element of width. He's been keen to just give himself a little bit of room, Martin Guptill. Away to that leg side, uses the pace, frees the arms, gets it right.
Very dangerous combination, these two. Left hand, right hand play in different areas, very difficult to bowl to. Follows him on that occasion. Monroe probably prefers the leg side. Guptill probably the offside. And, they haven't been smiling of late, the New Zealand fans, in T20 cricket. Boundaries are bringing the smiles back.
Something we haven't seen, Scotty, from Martin Guptill a lot this season, being the aggressor. He's waited for Colin Monroe to get things underway and been a little bit slow at times. So this is impressing me tonight. A little bit short at square of the wicket, of course, here at Wellington.
I think part of that too is he's got deliveries to hit early, therefore he's put pressure back on the England bowlers. And it has been a role reversal. Monroe has been able to just settle in.
Up in the air, it should be caught. It is caught. Back of the length. And Wood has made the breakthrough. Monroe's gone, the dangerous Monroe.
Slow delivery as well, back of a length, just 109 kilometres an hour. Always looks to hit this up and airily. No timing whatsoever. Sam Billings down there at fine leg. Simple catch for him. England needed that wicket. Mark Wood strikes. And although Colin Monroe wasn't timing the ball as well, it's still a big wicket. He's out for 13. It's 39 for 1.
Batsman would have crossed there, so it'll be Guptill on strike. Kane Williamson comes in at number 3. Probably all want to bat as openers. Williamson, Monroe, Guptill, all natural openers in this form of the game. Williamson not as much success at number 3. Be a wide.
Yeah, good bowling from Mark Wood. Dug it in, slower delivery. High in the air, and Sam Billings getting his fingers underneath that one quite comfortably.
Williams says running. I don't think so. Slipped at the other end.
You'll see a lot of batsmen slipping. And the reason for that, there is no block, of course. Drop in pitch. And often you'll see the players run just off the pitch but slide their bat on the wicket block itself. Otherwise the bat can get stuck in the ground as well.
England done their homework on Kane Williamson. Immediately that man goes in at a very fine gully. Don't think there's been a player in the last decade that gets the ball down to third man as well as Kane Williamson. That little soft little run down, even in test matches he does it. Tries to do it there. And he's going to have to hurry. How have you missed Mark Wood? 3 stumps to aim at. He was 2 yards out, but he's in at the moment, 42 for 1. A long way out. There's never a run there. Straight to the bowler, 3 stumps, misses. Did he have time just to throw it over the top to David Milan? Will they rue that miss?
Indeed, a lucky escape for the New Zealand captain, who needs runs. That would have been a horrible way for him to get out. It was the weirdest of calls, a panicky call, unnecessary. 42 for 1 after 5 overs. Well, Leslie Murdoch, they looked at the pitch and thought, can you score runs on this? It looks like you can.
Well, it certainly looks very confident from the Blackcaps. They have attacked, they've been aggressive. Martin Guptill's looked a different man from what we saw in the way that he's approached the games against Pakistan, but it's a different bowlers. They've had an opportunity to have a look at the track and see how it's playing. And so far, it's a pretty good start by the Blackcaps. It's their best one, and I must admit, I thought I saw Mark Wood say to Joss Buttler as he passed him, thank you for changing ends.
Until the last moment. He's not saying much to his captain at the moment. Here's Plunkett. Welcome, David Lloyd, welcome.
Yeah, terrific to be here. What about that run out there? He's, what, 2 metres away, 3 metres away, take aim, fire. He'll shake his head again here. He thinks he's got it past him. Wood's across very, very quickly. No batsman anywhere near. takes that fielder out. Who's that, Milan?
Perfectly timed. Question mark over, it's hard to sort of say, Leslie, about a world-class player like Williamson, but there's been some fair old chat about him playing in this team.
Well, there has been his form, whether he should be captaining all forms of the game, whether it be Test 50 over ODIs or the T20. But look, I think that he had a little rest halfway through that season, didn't he? And got a couple of games off, and he'll be in there knowing that he has got a job to do. We've seen some cameos from him this season already, but to more than his own confidence, really, he's got to put one together.
Fielders are back on the circle, so there are plenty of singles available. And of course, looking at the England side, no Owen Morgan, which is a big hole.
Well, the same thing. The captain, I think he'll be fit later on in the piece. Not risked in this game, but very influential. We talked before the game started about that chat that he had with McCullum about changing the face of English T20 cricket, play no fear cricket.
Placement. He'll just tick it over for a while, Kane Williamson. He'll feed it to Guptill. There's Morgan there. Just back problem.
Very influential skipper. And again, can have quiet periods as a batsman. You talk about Williamson, captain of the team, can have quiet. That's the nature of T20.
What we are seeing is that New Zealand, I think, are a lot more open-minded about this pitch surface. So, having played on the last one against Pakistan, I think both sides over-budgeted, thinking we've got to get 180, 200. I think New Zealand are a lot more open-minded, and they've been single-focused as well. Whilst they've hit the boundaries, Guptill's hit 5 fours, and Monroe hit 2. They've certainly pinched a lot of singles to keep it ticking. This time they'll get more. That's a glorious cover drive and a great contest to the rope. Wow, we'll have a steward's inquiry over this one. Was it hauled in?
Now let's have a look at this and see whether he managed to drag it in. It's a valiant effort, but I think his hand has touched the boundary rope. And it'll be a boundary.
I think you're right, Leslie. You can't touch the ball and the rope at the same time. So the back of the hand clearly there is on the rope, and then the back of the wrist moves the rope. So I think New Zealand will benefit by another run here, and they'll manage to get that. And just see the rope move there. That is a boundary for. Williams confirms that. 50 for 1 after 6. Last time England were here, Bumble, you were here in World Cup. Is that right?
Don't recall it. I mean, I'm getting on a bit now. It's just, I remember what I was doing last week. Bit of leg spin for England. Something different. Pace off.
It's intelligent cricket, isn't it, from Guptill? Not only is he striking the ball beautifully in front of him down the pitch, but also nice soft hands. He's able to get the singles as well. That was a little bit hard to hit, that one, but I do love a bit of leg spin in a game.
Well, we've got 2 very good exponents, Rashid, and of course Sodhi, very highly ranked T20 bowler. New Zealand continue to accumulate these singles in between boundaries.
Well, Leslie mentioned there, you look at the big boundaries, you look at the 4s and 6s. It's so important. Rotate the strike, get your ones, look to score off every ball. Plenty of options here against Rashid.
Go yourself.
Well, that was his first googly, his first wrong, and then certainly it did purchase, it did take effect. Sodhi will be interested in that.
back of the hand. And just looking at the field, 6 overs, fielding restrictions have changed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boundary riders, 3 leg side, 2 off.
Williamson finds one on the first bounce. Alex Hales.
The New Zealand skipper pulls it back out of square, and again falling in front of the fielder, perfectly placed.
I suppose we'll have to give a verdict on this pitch. It's suspicious for both teams. I've just got a gut feeling that it's going to get harder to score as the ball gets softer. The bowlers will take pace off. New Zealand with 3 spinners, I think that could be a real key.
Just short enough for Williamson to hit flat bat out to deep mid-wicket. Jordan is there. So 6 singles off the first over from Rashid. New Zealand through to 56 for 1. Guptill 31 from 21 and Williamson 10 from 8. Both excellent strike rates to begin this innings. Monroe, the batsman, out for 11 from 13 deliveries. England with a very, very powerful pace attack tonight.
Just thinking about the field there, Josh Buttler. He had mid-on inside the circle. It took a while. Conversation between Plunkett, the bowler, and Buttler, and he moved mid-on back. Quite defensive now, just 3 on the offside, saving 1 at mid-wicket leg side.
And that's pretty much trademark Williamson, isn't it? Just leaning into the shot, letting the ball hit the bat, picking up an easy single. What impressed me over in Australia, David, was David Willey, particularly his bowling. I thought he had the measure of the Australians when he bowled to them. I was super impressed with the swing he got early on with the new ball.
Sometimes they don't use him out with his 4 overs, but influential in that first 2. He's not express, he's not a quick bowler. Left-armers are so good. You just mentioned like a leg spinner in the side. I'm also like a left-armer. A little different angle. But it's interesting, England have gone with these 2 out-and-out quicks, Liam Plunkett and Mark Wood. I'm not sure it's that sort of pitch. If you're a batsman on here, I think you want pace. It'll be harder when bowlers take the pace off.
Buttler will be quite happy, though, that New Zealand absolutely caning England at this point. I mean, the run rate is healthy enough. We kind of think, we're all guessing about this pitch, but we're thinking 8 and over will be a tough chase, a toughish chase. So New Zealand are on track for that, but they're not getting away.
I'd like 160. And then you will take the pace off, definitely. Field change here. Mid-off, he's going to drop back. Who's coming inside? Got to bring one inside. Fine leg. Rashid comes in.
Not happy, though, is he? He's still not happy, Plunkett. So the man that was at a mid-wicket has gone way, way back.
Been here 2 days, Ian. So I've had 2 meals. Down on that waterfront at Wellington. Straight in. 12 oysters, please. We have none. What do you mean you have none? We'll try another restaurant. It doesn't oysters, please. We have none. What's gone on? Where's the oysters?
It's a bit early. It's a bit early for the bluffies.
No.
You'll get some. You're here 8 weeks. You'll have your fill.
I like to get off the mark.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do for you to get the really early ones, because that is important. 60 for 1 after 8. Pace off that Guptill, almost thinking about the shot well in advance. He knew he was outdone there, but he bailed out quite nicely. Didn't panic, took the single. But this is a good job too from England now. After that early onslaught, they've pulled it back 7.5. Debutant due in next, Chapman. Hard to be racing. Play for Auckland Aces, but nothing at this level. His heart will be pounding, Chapman. Then Taylor, Gronholm, and Seifert. Tim Seifert, another debutant, keeping tonight, batting down the order.
Into the 9th over. Guptill there, 34. 25 deliveries. A lot depends on him. He's the opener. He's got a start, got a terrific start. How many's in tonight? Probably, I'm guessing, about 17,000.
Happy to just pick up the singles, and you're right, it's a lovely evening here in Wellington. It's around about 24 degrees. Thankfully, that northerly, you can see that, look at the rotation on the ball there, and waited at the Kane Williamson. You're right, so Joss Buttler happy to give away the single to ensure that the boundary doesn't get scored. There's a lot to think about when you're wicketkeeper captain.
And a very key batsman too, one of the most exciting, explosive players in the world today. Really talented England side this. Williamson played that as if he picked it as the wrong one.
Did he pick it, Williamson? And again, just a slight miscommunication. He gets there in the end.
Get this ball, Rash, this ball!
Guptill goes big, and that is the first 6 of the evening. Deep over mid-wicket.
Well, they like it there. It's a great length. Immense power. Drilled into that deep mid-wicket. Chris Jordan's out there. He just watched it sail into the crowd. Oh, it's right in the slot.
Better over. There's 11 from that one, and it's 71 for 1 after 9. So you'll be looking forward to some sun. It's been a bit cold. Feed up over Christmas.
Yeah, it's been dire. We've had snow, there's been all sorts. Great to see a little bit of sunshine. Windy again in Wellington. Always is. That's a big shot. He's a big lad. 42 now from 28. Influence in the game.
Well, he has hit it onto the roof here, Martin Guptill, twice from this end. There you go, twice he's hit it onto the roof.
That's a whack. That is a big hit. Who's this lad? One of ours.
This is one of yours. There's your left arm up. $115K that first delivery. It's a learning process for the bowlers as well as the batsmen. Quicker, straight to the man behind point. Got there very quickly.
England have a sub on. Tom Curran. He's at extra cover. Who's gone off? It's Plunkett. Liam Plunkett's off the field.
Looking forward to watching Roy bat. My word, that innings against Australia. Big 101-day game. Fantastic. Sat up and it went through. That is a bonus. Should have done better, the Southee.
He's looking good on the front foot. Southee just on and has a look at the ground, but let's have a look at this clean off the front foot. Look at that. Waited for it, saw it was through. Oh, he should have had that.
It's a bonus, that it really is. Guptill so quick, coming to the danger end. They throw to Williamson's end. Brilliant running. Within the circle, that.
Yeah, that's very, very good. They obviously exchanged what they were going to do mid-pitch. And there's Willie coming in there. They decided it wasn't that well hit by Williamson, but we're going to get two anyway. And look at them. Guptill, fantastic. I'd love to have a really good look at that Willie delivery stride too, what he does. He kind of rocks back, doesn't he, in his delivery stride, David Willey.
Really good. Really good. Flat. Just waited for it. Was a slower one again, down to 116.4.
Bit of damage here. Two key batsmen at the crease. Williamson's into his stride. 24 from 17, 3 fours. Guptill 43 from 29, 5 fours, 1 6.
Another good over. New Zealand starting to hit another gear all of a sudden. It's 83 for 1 after 10. Good partnership developing here. 44, just 19 minutes of cricket, 32 deliveries. And 42 for 1 in the first 5, 41 without loss of a wicket in the second 5. That is a very good platform all of a sudden. Mark Richardson, Nasser Hussain and Simon Doull for the next 5 overs.
Thanks, Smithy. Partnership 44 from 32. And New Zealand setting a very good platform here halfway through. Guptill will push for 2 again, no.
Yeah, it is a good start. The other problem for England, apart from the fact I don't think they bowl particularly well, is that they don't have a safety valve bowler. That, you know, no all-rounder in Stokes or Wokes or Ali. So they've gone in with 5 bowlers. There is David Milan, who actually in Australia in the Ashes bowled pretty well. His leg spinners, and leg spin goes all right. The unorthodox, you know, they do vary their length and line naturally. So maybe a few overs of David Milan. But at the moment, just the 5 bowlers.
Russia!
The other challenge for Rashid is that now people have seen a lot more of him, so his variations are picked a bit more. Kane Williamson would have played with him at Yorkshire, batted against him a lot, so picking him very well.
Swung away, Guptill all the way, is it? Yes, it is. That's a half century for Martin Guptill, and the 50 partnership as well.
Second time he's picked him up over that area, and that's what Guptill's looking for. Just a little bit of room.
to be able to play that slog sweep. Rashid's given it to him as well. It doesn't matter which way it's turning. Guptill just wants the width to be able to free the hands. He's got that look about him as well. Watch out.
And again, that's big. That is very big. 3/4 of the way up the grandstand.
Yeah, there's always that long levers. And the moment there's any width or it's tossed up and those levers come into play. A very clean striker of a cricket ball. Picks it on length. And length disappears for 6.
Yeah, it wasn't the width of the last one. This one was a lot straighter, but it was the flight. Look at that, the head stays down. He doesn't even follow it initially, just keeps the head down, knows he has the length to do it and executes.
Yeah, you got to love the arrogance of that replay. He did not bother looking to see where that ball went. Head down, and it was absolutely perfect.
That'll be up over 100 Ks. You'd imagine 116 it was, 99 for 1.
Well, here's Martin Guptill. He needed to play with freedom. All the New Zealanders after that first game and the 2 against Pakistan needed to play with freedom, and that's what Guptill's done. He's got better and better. And those good bold strikes down the ground and using the leverage when it's been just short of a length and some trademark slog sweeps. Organised hitting, that's the key with Martin Guptill. He knows where he wants to hit his big ones. Against the spinners, it's slog sweeping to the onside. Against the faster bowlers, he'll go dead straight if he can.
Gorgeous in Wellington today. A little bit of breeze around, yes, but lucky to get out of the North Island, or the further north, sorry. Lucky to get out of Hamilton this morning because of the weather. Lucky to get out of Auckland because of the weather and plains. Rain and wind, nasty further north. Nicely played. 100 comes up.
Now, this is a really good foundation now for New Zealand. This is just what Williamson has been wanting. A little bit of a start to come in there, knock it round and start to accelerate his innings and give himself a chance to make a meaningful contribution in that middle. Playing with a little bit of pressure on his shoulders, Simon Doull, New Zealand skipper?
Apparently not. Apparently not. Beautifully bowled.
Yeah, that's his skill. Jordan, he's a very, very good death bowler. Goes to Yorkers and wide Yorkers and slower balls pretty well.
I think this is an area game. At this point in a match that is missing from a lot of bowlers is staying ahead of the batsman and going to that Yorker before it's asked of you. England should know New Zealand want to accelerate from this point. So many wickets in hand going into the last 8 overs. So England have got to go to that death method faster.
Oh, can't quite get it through. Very well timed. They'll pinch 2, but excellent work from David Willey.
What do you reckon about the batting order, Simon Doull? Lots of wickets in hand, as Mark Richardson just mentioned. What would you do with Colin de Grandhomme? He's been in such good nick. He hits such a big ball. Is he wasted just to come in for the last 3 or 4?
Well, I think you get past 10, 11 overs, 1 and 2 down, de Grandhomme's next in. Doesn't matter. There's no number with him. I think he comes in next. You give him a little bit of time and then allow him to accelerate towards the back end. He strikes it so well. that's the flexibility that New Zealand need. Although Ross Taylor has been a lot more aggressive since being back into this New Zealand side, that he's doing more of a job that they want him to do. They want him to be aggressive. He was left out of the team in the last year because he wasn't his normal aggressive self of 4 or 5 years ago. So he has actually found some of that, I think, Ross Taylor. And Chapman, well, he'll be nervous, but that's his game as well. Chance, no, not quick enough.
Oh, look, in this situation, I would go to Gronholm, and then I would probably go Taylor. I think the slower wicket, and the way that Taylor has rediscovered his ability to bang it away over the onside, give him a go. Because it's the situation now that Seifert and Chapman, they come in a foreign situation for them, asking them to play something different on debut.
Lovely, great timing from Martin Guptill.
Yeah, timing, placement. Very good combination he has. He is a big hitter, he has long levers, but he also has subtlety about him. The way he just opens the face on the full toss and squirts it away for 4. He's not just all power and strength. There's some imagination in there as well.
It's a shot to me that suggests that he just doesn't premeditate. He's got a few plans in the back of his mind and he waits. He waits to see what will be delivered and then reacts.
Goes slower. They'll pinch 1 off the last ball. 10 runs from the over. 109 for 1. Well, I think New Zealand will be over the moon with anything over 170. It's been sent in. Hasn't played. I think you mentioned at the pitch report, Mark. It hasn't played as badly as it looked.
Oh, there's been some dreadful judging the book by its cover stuff leading up to this game by people who should know better. And they need to have a very, very close look at themselves.
Plunkett. 2 tidy overs so far. Trying to figure out what the plan is from a bowling point of view here. Wideish third man, cover point, and 3 men on that leg side boundary. So want to try and cramp Kane Williamson up. Maybe fire it in at the middle and leg stump.
I think he knew what was coming there. He set himself early for that pull shot. He was quite deep in his crease when he batted. He went back and he set himself for the pull or even length to go leg side. Again, 2 lads who know each other well from their Yorkshire days. Williamson and Plunkett. All smiles at the moment.
Might have been a cross seamer that just skidded off the side of the ball as well. Through. It was a slower ball this time.
Has England got a problem here when it comes to Rashid? Because you look at that surface, you're thinking he's our key man in the bowling lineup. He's bowled 3. He's been absolutely smashed. They will need him bowl that 4th over. If England get a wicket, well, it's going to be guys that are quite adept at banging the slower bowlers who will come in.
Yeah, but, you know, the 2 lads on debut may not have seen a lot of him apart from on telly and watching him, so that would be the time. He also bowls well to the tail, not saying that they'll get to the tail at this stage, but what England are desperate for is that wicket so that Rashid can come back in and bowl that last over.
Yeah, and that's why the new guys don't bat next.
that's the thing with the leg spinner. By the time you've worked him out, 2 or 3 overs have gone. But the good thing for New Zealand, their experienced players have seen so much of Rashid. They feel no threat from him at all. Guptill in particular, been very severe on him.
Be interested to see what sort of spin Sodhi can get out of the surface, because Rashid didn't get much.
Won't get away with that.
He literally threw himself off his feet there, came Williamson. Very stylish player, but at one stage he had both feet up in the air. Yeah, he was trying to whack that a long way.
Oh, full toss, and that'll go all the way. Don't think it was high enough to be a no ball. But picked up well from Kane Williamson.
Shocker with this field. This is help yourself stuff, because the line was angling down. Williamson going across the off stump. So it was about off stump. Williamson was able to create the line, so he just had to help it on its way.
Yorker to finish off. 10 from the over again, 119 for 1.
It is a fantastic atmosphere in the capital tonight, and I guarantee it'll be exactly the same at Eden Park on Friday night, which is when the 5th match in this Tri-Series takes place. 7 p.m. is first ball. It is Australia taking on New Zealand. Can New Zealand get one over Australia on their home soil, or will Australia take it out? We will find out. Make sure you join us on Sky Sport.
Been fantastic tonight, Martin Guptill. Excellent strike rate.
It's good ground for Martin Guptill, isn't it? Just must feel comfortable out there, likes the ground, knows his angles, knows the pitch relatively well. Even a weird-looking pitch like this one.
Well, he's not waiting for the wicket. Josh Buttler, we suggested when was he going to bowl Rashid's last over. All he's done is a change of ends. I think it's a slightly longer hit, leg side, and maybe into the breeze as well for Rashid now bowling at this end. I think they felt that he was being hit with the wind. So if Guptill wants to take him on with that slog sweep, he's going to have to absolutely nail it.
We just can't allow him the leverage in the flight, can he? He's either got to be very slow and pull it right back, or just get it up underneath Guptill's feet, get it up full, slide it through.
Call is to push for 2. Williamson doesn't want it, rightly so. Sam Billings quickly in.
Big moment, that run out, wasn't it? Williamson was on 0 or 1 and he just pushed it straight to Wood. Dropped. Rashid has taken a couple of blinders so far in this series. That one, he went one-handed and put it down.
He's quite casual about it, wasn't he? Did he think that was coming faster? He probably had enough time. Enough time to go 2 hands? Maybe so.
I think when we see it at full speed, maybe not. Benefit of a bit of slow motion. Another slip. I think full speed. Just have a look and tell us, Mark. You were the spinner in the group.
Going back a few years now, at the age of 16. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Standing in slipped, you'd expect to get 2 hands on that, wouldn't you?
Never stood there either. Oh, fired it and out. Wasn't a great delivery. He knows it, Al Rashid. Liam Plunkett takes the catch and Guptill goes.
What a strangle that is. And you can tell from Guptill's reaction, he can't believe what he's just done. A full toss, he just tried to help it on its way. slider out the front of the hand. All he had to do was get it past Plunkett. He couldn't, straight to him. And England and Rashid have just got lucky there. And it's something they desperately needed. Very fine innings from a very fine player, Martin Guptill. 65 from just 40, 121 for 2.
Well, Colin had gone home now, so predictions are right that he would come out next.
First ball was floated up. Oh, brilliant! Oh dear, yes. Outstanding, Chris Jordan. Absolutely outstanding. De Gronholm went for it. Rashid tossed it up. Jordan took the catch. England 2-2.
Well, we've seen this from Chris Jordan. He takes spectacular catches, generally in the slip cordon. This one at long off, everything had to be right. He had to time his jump. He had to watch his foot as well there. And he makes it look so easy. It was far from easy. And Rashid is on a hat-trick. 121 for 3.
Saw the flight, just saw the flight. It was too much to resist for De Gronholm. He's played that shot so often this summer and hit them for 6. Decent hit at this ground though. You've got to put something into it. He just tried to time it and ease it over Jordan's head. Well, bowled Rashid. That might have got lucky with the one to Guptill, but that was a lovely piece of leg spin bowling.
I've got no issue with it either from Colin de Grondham's part. That's how he plays. That's how we have come to know now that he's comfortable with his place in this New Zealand side. It's how the New Zealand coaching staff, management, Captain Kane Williamson, that's how they want him to play. No problem with that. Little Rashid, courage to toss it up on a hat-trick. No England player has a T20 hat-trick. They still don't.
I'll tell you what though, 3 overs for 33, none for 33. He's bowled his 4. He's gone for 35 and he's got 2 wickets. What a comeback. 122 for 3.
Yeah, good work from Josh Buttler as well. We speculated when would he bowl that final over. He gambled, got away with it there, and then a brilliant catch from Chris Jordan. Fielders nowadays just make these look so easy. They are far from easy. As I say, everything has to go right, but with Jordan in the field, it usually does go right.
Well, a big moment for Mark Chapman. He's been playing international cricket since he was 16 years of age for Hong Kong. And the 6th player to play international T20s for 2 countries. On debut tonight. Straight down the ground, lovely timing from Kane Williamson, all the way.
Gee, I like that. I like this a lot. How would you describe this? Pure. That's what I'd go with, just pure. Simple, simply pure.
short pulls this time. Just the one.
Yeah, I mentioned about the run out earlier. Williamson, in his first couple of deliveries, Wood has 3 stumps to aim at. He could use Milan, who was at the stumps. And how pivotal a moment was that? Williamson since then has moved on comfortably, 46 off just 32 deliveries.
It's amazing, isn't it, what can change the momentum. He's had a poor 8-9 games, averaging just 13, strike rate of 97, 98. Way below where people expect Kane Williamson to be, and then one moment, could have been walking back for naught. One moment, and he's away. He's played beautifully tonight.
I think where a bloke who comes in at 3 and you have a bad run of scores, it's always going to be accompanied by a low strike rate as well, because you're just not getting in. Maybe if you're bad at 6 or 7 and you're often coming in with 6, 7 overs to go, you might have low scores but have a high rate. It's a double whammy of badness when you're out of nick as a top order in this game. But if there's one player, I think, who can keep a clear head when they feel like they're playing for the position, and he's never been playing for his position, it would be Williamson.
Yeah, well, Scott Styris mentioned it earlier too. They've had 10 days. He's managed to get back home, Kane Williamson, back to Mount Maunganui, did a little bit of surfing, got away from the game and just without thinking about it.
Yeah, I bet he hit a lot of balls though in that time as well. That's how he works.
Oh, inside edge, was it? Had to be. Yes.
Yeah, he went a long way across. He has been targeting Plunkett on that leg side. May have just gloved it, punched it away for a single.
Push for 2 here. Should get it as well. Nicely placed into the gap. Another good over for New Zealand. 12 runs coming from it. 15 gone. 134 for 3. So consistent in the first 10 overs, New Zealand, and then they've upped the ante. Lost 2 wickets. 51 runs and now in a great position to press on. .134 for 3. Time for a change to take you through to the end of the New Zealand batting innings. Scott Styris, Craig Cumming and Ian Smith.
Thanks, Simon. Go 2 ways this. New Zealand could lose a clump of wickets and slow down, or they could get through to around about 180, which is very defendable score too. Oh, that sounded big, and it is big. Sweet, sweet meat of the bat.
Wow, they're going to keep going, New Zealand. And Kane Williamson brings up his 8th T20, 50, and what a shot it was. Just got underneath it, and he has played so well. It's his first 50 in 10 T20s, so the form has come back, and what a time to do it. A strike rate of 155.
Clubbed, seriously clubbed that one. As is that one, just helped that it's on its way 15 rows back.
Well, 4 men out on the leg side. It means that Mark Wood can only bowl straight. Nice and predictable for Kane Williamson. He's got the length off the last 2. Another cross-seam delivery, looking for the Yorker. Expertly using the wrists, deliberately hitting it up in the air. And because he's bowling with some pace, just helps it on its way.
Well, you can see the plan from Williamson from the start of the innings. The offside's so hard to access when they're hitting the pitch if it's slow. So his method's been going to off stump and helping it's on its way.
Oh, heard you before play, Scotty, saying they made the mistake last time of thinking too high. This is looking big.
I think what they've done well, because they were unsure of the surface, they've just reacted. They haven't had any preconceived ideas, and they've played every ball on its merit. The pitch has probably played better than they thought.
Yeah, 100%. I agree, Craig. It has. It doesn't look the part, but it's certainly playing a lot better. They were also aided too. We put up a pitch map early on, and New Zealand were able to get 4 boundaries to half volleys, and that got the innings going. And that, because of those partnerships, 39 for the first wicket, 82 for the second, means New Zealand can now accelerate. They can be aggressive. Williamson has come to the party nicely.
First one really did sound every bit of 96 metres on the ground, but he's hit a gap here, Williamson. Perfectly placed, is it? No, great fielding, but it's going to hit the rope. Or is it not? Have we seen some action out on the ropes tonight?
Everything that's great about the game of cricket in the field. It looked like it was going to go for a boundary and then chased hard. A diving save. This was a good bit of work. And then watching it to see where that goes to the rope. It's going to be a dive. Nicely done. Billings did well there. They did a lot of work in that area of the ground in the build-up.
Yeah, initially James Vince getting the stop, and players and teams like to work in pairs on the boundary for this very reason. Whipped away. James Vince doing well to his right. Sam Billings tidying up.
Start of the over, and you said it could go 2 ways. 15 off it now, 4 the deliveries. Brings up the 150, and the beauty of this over for Chapman is he's been able to walk out in his first T20 match. He's 4 off 4, but Williamson's taken all the pressure off him. And that's what you want when you're starting your career. And you'll feel so much more relaxed knowing the skipper's standing up.
I think you need to praise the selectors too, and bringing Mark Chapman in. He was the standout player in the local domestic Super Smash T20 competition.
He's hit this gap even better. There'll be no acrobatics this time around. Huge over for New Zealand, 20 from it. 4 to go, it's 154 for 3.
Kane Williamson, plenty of pressure on him. Was able to get the cover drive away. This was an important one because he missed out on a couple of deliveries to hit for 4, and then he's just found his rhythm and his timing. And when Kane Williamson finds form, he also hits gaps. It was a cracking shot, and you know you're in good form when you're hitting back over the bowler's head. And then the last over, length ball went whack, brought up his 50. It's been a quality innings.
Well, we were talking about him during the week. I think he's answered that.
One of our fellow co-commentators, Simon Doug, throwing you questions out there. Was Kane Williamson still worthy of his place? In the subcontinent, they call that the helicopter shot. Great wrists, whipping that through the leg side.
What I love about that, Scotty, it shows you don't always have to hit the ball 13 rows back. Placement, and he obviously knows where the gaps are. Strike rate of 173, so you don't have to always be hitting the ball over fielders' heads. Williamson's scanning the field, and he knows where the gaps are, and 4s count as well.
There's a lot of pressure on England now, a lot of pressure on stand-in captain Josh Buttler, and for that matter David Willey too. 3 overs, none for 24.
New Zealand will know they'll need every single run. England, and Buttler said at the toss, they've let their bowlers down with the bat. Tonight, an opportunity for their batsmen, and they have plenty of power. While you never want to give away too many runs, they'll have belief they can chase anything down.
I think tonight's been a good illustration too about a bowling unit that's been under pressure right from the start of this innings. I thought England have missed their lengths badly. They've overpitched, then they've dragged the odd delivery down as well. They haven't been able to settle. A lot of that is due to the quality of the New Zealand batsmanship so far. And therefore you tend to miss more when you are under that sort of pressure.
Round the wicket for David Willey. Doesn't matter to Williamson, that is glorious. Any day of the week, and another great save. England are committed, they have to be.
Excellent bit of fielding, they all count. Milani dived. But again, it's the gap that Williamson's looking for. You beat cover either side, and you're always guaranteed just about 2. But the timing's there to run away for 4.
.68 from 39 deliveries, the captain.
They've changed the field now to reflect that shot from Williamson. 3 men from point, backward appointed short third man.
And Williamson is a grunt as he hits that because he knows he missed out on a juicy full toss waist height. Great running, Chapman, to get him back on strike. Saw an opportunity for a big number there.
Now the old full toss, he's been good at that. Putting it away, Williamson. Great running by Chapman. Been noticeable too, they're making sure they run down the pitch.
Well, the verdict, I suppose, is on the scoreboard at the moment. 9.6 runs per over. It looks a bit of a patchwork job, but we've seen some wonderful shots.
Well, there's a lot of worry, wasn't there, especially after that first delivery of the game, which took a big chunk out of the surface. But since then, it's played really well and allayed any sort of fears that this might be a similar game to what we saw against Pakistan. New Zealand well on their way towards that 200 mark.
Played with real class. Just a little shuffle across to the off stump, beautifully weighted.
Well, a lot of bowlers in domestic cricket in New Zealand have seen this shot. His wrist take over, he stood nice and still, and then just a flick. He has got power. He's hit some of the biggest sixes you'll see in domestic cricket, and this is just the start of it.
How good does that feel too? First boundary in international cricket, all the way for 6. He's just a small man, but you're right, he possesses a lot of power. Quick hands through the ball, and the wrists come into play.
Just a little bit of bounce, maybe. Willie not interested at all. New Zealand, though, are looking at 200. That's the number, I think. 17 overs gone, 166 for 3. Well, it's a late review, actually, from England, so we're going through the process with Paul Wilson.
Okay, just rock and roll that, please, Gavin. Okay, doesn't seem to be a bat involved there, mate. Can we go on to a lakeside hotspot, please? Yeah, roll it through. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Just roll it through. Thank you. Can we go to RTS when it's available, please? Just rock and roll that, please, mate. Have we got a split screen there, if possible? Don't have a split screen. Okay, can we just, as you're rolling past the bat, please? Okay, can we go to front on again, please? Can you show the shot from front on, please? Okay, can we get RTS split screen if it's available, please, again? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. The screen on the bottom right, is it you able to show me a gap between the bat and the ball, please? Okay, the scenes just go roll back, please. Roll forward, roll forward. There actually seems to be a gap there between bat and ball. You just roll it through. Yeah, can you just freeze it next to the bat, please? Okay, there's a gap there. I'm happy with that. Can you go through the ball tracking when ready, please? Thank you. Pitch outside life, impact in line. Missing the wickets. You can stay with the original decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You are on screen now. Thank you. One up.
Good decision. Sean Haig making exactly the right call there. Buttler was the one that insisted on it. You could see there was no real interest from David Willey. From the point of contact, Buttler was not have seen the point of contact being that high because, of course, he was behind. So, right decision is made. England have lost that review. So let's get back to the action. It's 166 for 3. There are 3 overs to go. Jordan, ball in hand.
Sealed set, very much for the Yorker. Look at the last ball of the last over, the review. It was really Buttler who was the only one interested. Willie wasn't. It was a late call right on the time frame. There we go.
The bowler, Dave Willey, thought it was a little high. He signalled that to Joss Buttler, but at this point of the match, just 3 overs to go, it was worth a gamble to get rid of another New Zealand top order player.
It's also worth a gamble that it just took the momentum away from New Zealand just for a couple of minutes during the process. And you could see Williamson missed out the first ball, and he's missed out that ball as well. So it might have been quite a good ploy just to take that momentum out. There's no doubt about it. And it's going over by a mile, so that part of it we then really don't need to see again. It's the momentum now that's gone.
Do you really think that that was part of the thinking, or is it just a byproduct of it?
I think it's a great byproduct of it. If someone's going at you, is it worth? You see it happen in other sports, timeouts in various sports just to break delay. Basketball's a classic example. When a side's got a roll on, take a timeout, take that impetus away. It doesn't take much for you to lose that momentum. No, it's a good ploy. Until there. Serious loss of radar a couple of times tonight.
The pre-movement there from Williamson looking to come down. It looked like it just stuck in the hand. It's proactive batting from Williamson.
Aggressive bowling. That's what he does so well, Chris Jordan. Quick too, 144 kilometres an hour. And not much Williamson can do on that length. Hard to get under.
You're looking to go, he wants to go outside off stump because square legs up. But it's so tough to hit that delivery. The theory being if it fine leg being back, if he on the fall it will go fine. Williamson will lap. So good planning and good thoughts by Jordan. Difference here is with Chapman, they probably don't quite know what he looks to do. Jordan will have an idea, having been involved in the domestic competition, the Super Smash here in New Zealand. But you are guessing a little bit about his strength. He does hit very well over cover on the offside. Does Chapman.
Sold a pup almost there, Chapman. Williamson thought better of it in the end. But you can see the line of approach now is from the length of delivery. It's very, very obvious. And to be fair, apart from the wide, Jordan has absolutely nailed it here.
Guptill was able to beat backward point, the very full one. There's always plenty of real estate in that area. But it's a tough shot.
When you see a bowler nailing those Yorkers, this is when you often see a batsman counter with the little lap, trying to break up the thinking of another perfectly executed Yorker. Still no sign yet of that lap.
Well, his option is, as you say, it's very hard to get it over square leg, over the back of short fine leg, but his option is to perhaps dab fine. I mean, he's so good at it, Williamson. If he can get it fine, he can beat the man who's quite wide under the gazebo down there, the white gazebo. That's where third man is. With the pace he's bowling, anything fine of that should make the boundary. But it's just been beautiful bowling.
Yeah, couple that with the fact fine leg is back as well. Mid-off is the man inside the circle. So unless Williamson gets it fine either side, it will go to the field.
Played it on. Brilliant over. Absolutely brilliant from Jordan. He really did win that battle over New Zealand's best player, Williamson. A return to form. A really good knock. Ended by some clever thinking and great execution.
Brilliant bowling, and that time out with the review did take the wind out of New Zealand's sail. Williamson way outside off stump, trying to get it fine, but Jordan, a brilliant over, just the 6 off it. But Kane Williamson, the outstanding knock from New Zealand skipper, gone for 72 off just 46 deliveries, 169 for 4.
Ross Taylor, the new player, just 12 deliveries to swing from the hip. He's in there as a bit of an insurance policy in case things go wrong at the top of the order. He's so good at righting the wrongs and rebuilding. Tonight, a totally different role. This is a good target New Zealand have set so far, but they need to hit boundaries in these last 12 deliveries. They need to get to 190.
Yeah, I'm sure at the start of the innings, New Zealand, if they're in this position, would have taken it, but they've played so well, and maybe England haven't executed as well, bar that last over with the ball. But still, there's an opportunity. 12 balls. Key will be keep Chapman, get him down the other end and bowl to the new batsman, and put Taylor under pressure.
Geez, hit that well, really well. No nerves for this young man.
There's that power we've been talking about all the way through. 18 off 9 now for Chapman. Cross seam, back of a length, and a slower delivery, just 121. Muscle to the leg side.
Muscle's the right word. It looked like he actually didn't have the timing, but because he's got those fast wrists.
Looking for a wide, he's not going to get it. Well, the problem New Zealand are going to have is that Jordan's going to bowl the last over, and if he can nail his accuracy like he did in the previous one, it's going to be hard to hit boundaries.
Getting down and playing that lap is not a natural part of Williamson's game, but it's one area I felt on the Indian tour in October that New Zealand were exposed against good death bowling, their inability to get down and innovate.
Well, the previous delivery actually what Chapman was going to do then. He does play that. I mean, that was 142k, but he has the confidence and the skill.
Well, it's a non-negotiable. Bowlers now who are bowling that Yorkie, you can't sit there and wait for him to make a mistake. Players like Jordan just don't miss. So you have to then suddenly make the play. How are you going to counter that? And at the moment, New Zealand not quite, it's not part of their game naturally.
Wrists, and down she goes. Sam Billings, who's brilliant in the outfield.
He has been brilliant. And this 10-over block, England have saved a lot of runs, but you want to take these opportunities. Chapman really got done. Didn't get any timing. And that's a setter. Should be taken.
That was the left-handed version of the helicopter shot. There was a real twirl at the end of that. That's got to be close. They have no reviews left. It's really full.
It's turning into a good cameo too. 20 now of 12 deliveries. That's missing off stump. Good decision, Sean Haig. And a fraction of an inside edge too, even better.
Pay your money, you take your chance as a hitter in this situation. 8 balls to go. You're about to face your first one. You swing from the hip.
I'd say Ross Taylor had one area in mind. Over mid-wicket would be plan A. He's shown a liking for it again this year. You'll see him walk outside off stump and try and even come down to the pitch to try and get it on the full.
It's that little shimmy, isn't it, that he has, where he goes slightly to the offside. Being his first delivery. I just wonder.
Or you get the batsman that's in hitting, which is a good plan. Especially at 141 Ks.
Let's look at Chapman on the big stage. You have to say he hasn't lacked in confidence in terms of his approach. He struck the ball quite nicely, but he's playing all the tricks.
Don't underestimate the fact that when he walked out, he's with Kane Williamson at the other end and now Ross Taylor. Two of New Zealand's most experienced players. That'll just help him settle.
Sometimes when you really exaggerate your foot movement, bowlers tend to get a little bit confused and they try to guess which way you're going to go. On that occasion, clearly Wood thought he was going to go outside leg stump.
And tough day at the office too. Mark Wood, 51 now off his 3.5 overs. And therefore a change in angle too. He'll come round the wicket to the left-handed Chapman.
Now then, Billings gets another chance. Gets it this time and says, not twice, crowd, not twice. Nice little cameo to start your international career, comes to an end. Chapman goes.
141 Ks and whacked hard into the surface. Had a bit of the natural grass and had to try and muster it again, but couldn't. Billings didn't cost him too much, but at this stage, took a comfortable catch. So Chapman gone, but a very good start to his T20 career. 20 off 13, 181 for 5.
The new batsman is Tim Seifert on debut. So at least before he puts the gloves on, he's going to get a little taste, just a little sampler.
And adding to that too, Tim Seifert and Chris Jordan were thick as thieves for the Northern Knights throughout the campaign in the Super Smash. So he will enjoy the fact that his first delivery is from one of his good friends.
I reckon they're talking about the Yorker. How are we going to deal with it?
I would think so. And Seifert is one of those players that does like to get down and play those lap shots and sweeps. unusual role, even though he is on debut. Tim Seifert opened the batting domestically, now batting in number 7 role. And not a lot of time for him to make a mark.
And Jordan will be looking at it because he knows him well, having watched him play and be very successful. It's a T20 competition here in New Zealand. So the question is, are you trying to bluff, double bluff? I'd say just stick to the strength. For Jordan will be the Yorker. Finally again, third man back.
New Zealand were looking at 200. We mentioned that, and in that review, and the wind has gone somewhat out of the sails.
Yeah, they've consistently been about 11 runs and over off the last 5. That big one of Williamson. Chapman just couldn't quite get there. Extra pace, 141 Ks. Billings will be relieved. There we are, wave to the crowd. I'm sure he may have had some words of advice after dropping the last one.
Push for 2. Good running. And 3. 4 deliveries to go. Boundary would be nice.
That last one just showed how wide third man is, because Seifert was able to beat backward point. The third man got around pretty easily. Fine leg's very wide, so even the fine lat is still on, but Jordan's doing such a good job.
More like it. That's a wonderful shot. That is not easy to play.
No, both debutants now for New Zealand having some fun. First boundary in international cricket for Tim Seifert, and that is not an easy shot. Using the pace, he got the length, did Seifert, able to get the bat underneath. Great base, bottom hand just whips through. New Zealand now looking to get past that 190, Smithy.
I think it's a nice time for Seifert to bat. Better that than maybe coming and needing 20 chasing to win the game, or if you're in trouble. So you get to have a bit of fun. Another boundary and you'll feel like he's done his job nicely.
Oh, that's good too. That is big. Back-to-back sixes. And now 200 is in the sights again.
Just shows you how difficult it is to keep nailing those Yorkers. The previous Chris Jordan over, sensational. Everything jammed in. This over, he's provided the length. And never easy to walk straight out to the middle, get the pace of the pitch and time the ball. Seifert, brilliant.
The difference is he's also standing still, so has belief that he can access the offside. And yes, Jordan's missed, but by standing nice and still and having confidence over that cover region, Seifert and Chapman now, 4 sixes between the two of them.
Impressive start this with a young man. Oh, it was there, it was there. There was a chance to run a by, but Taylor says, you're hitting it too good for me, son. You take the last one.
Well, Jordan may have missed here with the length, and I don't know how that's missed leg stump. So he probably got away with one there. But as it missed the bat, he probably thought he was going to pick up a wicket.
Last ball of the innings. Big 6 will get the 200 up. England know they've got a really big chase on their hands. It hasn't gone their way in part 1. Hits his mark. Taylor runs, and they will get the bye. The sparing dive. It's been a wonderful performance by New Zealand. They were asked to bat first, and they have put on some display on a pitch which in the end doesn't look good, but plays pretty well.
Yeah, it certainly did. It's a brilliant display from New Zealand. 196 will be tough to chase down. They got the start they were after. 65 for Guptill, 72 for Williamson, and a couple of cameos from the 2 on debut, Chapman and Seifert, getting their international careers underway nicely.
spectacular in the field at times, England, just a one-drop chance. But the bowlers will look at that and say, maybe we got it wrong on occasions. A couple of real expensive goes.
All set for the English reply here in Wellington. Trent Boult has the ball in hand. Jason Roy has the back first. Oh, and hurried up there. Where did that come from? Thought this was meant to be a slow surface.
Well, this guy can really explode with the bat, but that time he needed a decent look at it, and it hurried onto him, didn't it? Caused all sorts of problems.
It's quite a poor record too for such a good player. Average of only 19 surprises me somewhat. But the long and the short for England is that New Zealand's 196 for 5 is in fact a record score at this venue, T20 Internationals. And to make matters worse for the Englishman, the only time a team batting first has won at this ground was when New Zealand scored exactly that, 196 for 5 2 years ago against Pakistan.
Trent Boult's doing what the New Zealand batsman did and take the game to the opposition. Look here, again, just forced to cover up his stumps, keep the ball out. Williamson, such a key role today, didn't he bat well? Orthodox cricket shots, some not so on the onside, but effective.
It's one aspect of the game I expect New Zealand to outdo England, and that is with the ball. From what we saw in that first innings, England missed badly to begin the innings, allowed New Zealand to get underway and get off to a fast start. So far, Trent Boult has been on the money. Back of a length, straight. Jason Roy, not much he can do so far. And he's still trying to work out the pace of this pitch and how he's going to score.
Boult will just keep things simple. He'll just charge in and bowl a good line and length, hope to swing the ball a little. Too short, though, and that one sat up. So underway.
Well, he was waiting for this, Roy, wasn't he? Something that was just a little bit shorter, something off the wickets, and something he could swing his arms through and get the ball a bit of meat and through for a boundary. I'll need a few of them.
This one through as well, just stood and hit it on its head. It was hardly wide, it was hardly full or short. It was in a good area and he spanked it. 8 from the first over.
For England to finish that over off. He looked a little perplexed, Jason Roy, to start with, but 2 boundaries just has got him going.
It's what sometimes a good player needs, doesn't he? Just a couple out of the middle, a couple of different shots as well. First one was a pull shot, that one just stood up, just hit it on the top of the bounce. Magnificent shot.
It's a lot shorter in that over, Trent Boult, than we usually see. He's often throwing the ball up, seeing if he can get the ball to swing, but happy to bowl back of the length. And he will be joined with his fellow left armour. A lot slower though, Mitchell Santner getting the job with the new ball.
Yeah, this is interesting from New Zealand captain Kane Williamson to bowl his left arm spinner. I think he's going to back his 2 spinners in this defence here, and he's going to back them to turn the ball.
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, they're such an attacking weapon to have these spinners in the team. You've got to use them, and why not to two batsmen who probably preferred to have the ball coming onto the bat a bit quicker.
He does like this ground, though. Does Alex Hales. Any other time England have played a T20 international on this ground, Hales 80 not out, 42 deliveries only. England cruising to a 10-wicket victory against New Zealand.
Yeah, I think that might have been with Michael Lum, wasn't it?
There you go. That's fairly comprehensive. Good adjustment there from Santner. Saw Hales was coming down at him and just, or Roy rather, coming down at him and just tried to beat him down the leg side, fire it in. Quick and flat, 92k.
Just what I love about having a spinner on and attacking first up is that you've got to get the batsmen to move their eyes up and down, and it just takes...
Down.
Stunning shot.
Yeah, there's your problem though, isn't it? When you're a spin bowler also, and you don't have the protection around the boundary. This was just too full. He went for the arm ball. The one before that was a very slow delivery. This time he tried to change it up, but just too full.
Watch the wrists here. This is brilliant. Keeps that hand back and just carves it through the offside. Clever batting.
Down. Right.
14 without loss.
Now, it's a good reply. They need 197, England do, but they had a good look at the first three deliveries. And they saw the ball stand up and come up a bit late, but then Roy was into it. A couple of boundaries and 2 overs, and it's 14 without loss, and they'll be drinking it all in, these two English batsmen out there at the moment, knowing that possibly the pitch, well, we were all a little bit interested to see how it played, hasn't possibly had the fear that we thought it might have had.
Tim Southee at the other end. The old firm for New Zealand now, isn't it? New Zealand's so lucky to have this opening pair which they can use in all forms of the game, from T20 to one-day internationals to test matches. Oh, no timing, lobbed away, easy as you like, and who takes it? But his bowling partner, Trent Bolt.
I mentioned in the last over how Jason Roy, on that back of a length straight delivery, was struggling to work out where to get his runs. The frustration evident. And doesn't Tim Southee like bowling to the English on this ground? No timing whatsoever, looking to whip it through the leg side. You talk about his opening bowling combination, Mark Richardson. This time it's Trent Bolt helping out Tim Southee. England have lost their first. Jason Roy for 8. It's 14 for 1.
Howard Milan with a heck of a record early on. through as well. So maybe some signs of different paces on this pitch.
Here's the wicket, the first one for the Blackcaps. Bolt taking the catch, Southee getting the wicket, and Jason Roy that time getting too much of that bottom hand and goes for 8.
Oh, stop, good stop. Well, it's a nice cover drive, but that's what you need. This time, de Grandholm is in there, diving away, doing his bit.
Nicely timed as well. Dawood Milan had a very good Ashes series in Australia. Likes the ball, back of a length, likes short deliveries. Very good looking square of the wicket.
He's got a heck of a cover drive. He'll stand there, he'll hit it on the up, he'll hit it square.
You know, that's the big dilemma, isn't it? When you're out there, you're trying to begin an innings, trying to get some momentum. I mean, the running between the wickets, I thought the Blackcaps, the New Zealanders, did that really well. Whoever came out, although, let's face it, Kane Williamson was probably lucky to survive. He might have been on naught when he should have been run out. But apart from that, accumulating the singles, getting that sort of running going through the legs to free up the arms to be able to play your shots. You've got to be able to do both, don't you? It's that.
Group. And that should be 4. Yeah, just got to pierce that cover field at this stage, early in an innings.
Got some width to Alex Hales. And talk about hitting the ball at the top of the bounce, Mark Richardson. He is probably the best of them in this English side. New Zealand will not rest, even with a big score on the board, until they get rid of Hales.
Good shot. Does he get through? Yes, he does. And this will go for 4. It's a chase. It teases them. They don't get there. Over bowled. 23 for 1.
Nothing better than a straight drive. It is a orthodox cricket shot, but it looks so immaculate when it's played with such power and timing and placement. And just shows you in T20, you don't always have to be hoiking the ball over onto the leg side, that the orthodox cricket shots have got a place in this game.
England will have to break a record here. New Zealand were able to equal a record, the equal highest score T20s on this ground, 196. They got that a couple of seasons ago against Pakistan. Went on to win that match. This pitch should hold no fears. Certainly held some before the first ball was bowled. New Zealand has proven that it's a good surface.
Lovely, in Roscoe, in Roscoe. Coming in, Richie. Down, Mitchie, lovely, Mitchie, lovely, Mitchie. Right, soft here, boy. Coming in, Mitchie. Me and you here, Mitchie, lad. Me and you here, boy.
Then have encouragement too from Tim Seifert behind the stumps. And Francis Payne has been beavering away. And he's come up with a stat, another one. The 6th wicketkeeper to debut for New Zealand from the Northern Knights, Mark Richardson.
Oh, far too short. He'd been hanging back, waiting for that head Hales, and he got it. And did what he meant to do.
Yeah, this is confidence, isn't it? This is just rocking back. The ball was there to hit, and he gave it everything. So 6 wicket keepers.
6 wicket keepers. I love it how he's waited till I'm on with you, Mark, before he gave it to me, but they had to be first selected for New Zealand whilst playing for the Northern Knights.
Oh, down.
Didn't quite hit it, so long off can get across. So from the Knights. So I'm going to probably thinking there won't be the greatest of cricketers.
Well, I think a couple of them on the list might not like that comment.
BJ Watling, Peter McGlashan, Robbie Hart, Brian Young, Tim Seifert, and one match for John Parker.
It's a bit hopeful there, Mitchell Santner. It's probably missing another set.
Going down leg and no chance. Pick up a leg by though, valuable.
Close, now that is, no, not worth continuing with the appeal. 31 for 1. Start. It's not a bad start either. 1 wicket down out of Jason Roy. Hales is looking promising. Man's been in good form. They need over 10s, but they needed close to that from ball 1. Oh, this is high. This is high. Is it long enough? I think it is. You bet it's long enough.
Long enough? I thought it was endangering the roof. Oh, he got some purchase on that, didn't he? Hales. Fabulous shot.
He stands tall with that bat, waiting. That is the length he's after. So powerful, Alex Hales. And he has a history of big scores for England as well. He's made a quick start, 25 of just 12 deliveries.
Got big long levers, hasn't he? And if you can free them, get the leverage, you hit the ball a long way. Length again, can't get through. Bolt's got to be careful here. He likes to keep things simple when it comes to his line and length. Hales is looking to tee off.
Oh, I reckon they look pretty good, these English batsmen. What, they've scored nearly 30 runs out of 37 from boundaries. They're hitting the ball cleanly. They're hitting with confidence. And this is exactly what they wanted to do. We heard from Jason Roy, they had a bee in their bonnet getting to New Zealand after what happened over in Australia in their first 2 tri-series matches. And here, Dawood Malan and Alex Hales doing the business. Look at that.
It's meaning plenty of thought too for the think tank skipper Williamson with his 2 senior fast bowlers. But yeah, boundaries win your games. It's more important than dot balls. If you're on the batting side, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that nearly carried. No time in trying to muscle it away over mid-on.
Tough over to bowl as well. The 5th in the power play. Alex Hales knows that he has to get on with it. Run rate needed, 10.3.
The length that bowlers bowling here is playing with fire to a batsman who looks to be in pretty good nick and is going after him because he's bowling in the slot. I don't mean the slot, I mean just that classical good line and length. That's better, but that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant from Hales.
Yeah, it's another super shot. Just watching a little bit of the rubbish hanging around and the wind that's got up here too. And coming from for the bowler, bowling in a bit more downwind, a bit more speed, but look, just perfectly keeping that Yorker length out and positioning it superbly into the gap. And that is silky.
Can I say great cricket all round? Because I reckon that was a great delivery. After what had been happening, decided to go for the Yorker, got it spot on. Just a great shot. Now he goes back to length and he gets smashed away for 6 onside. That's not the option. Back yourself, Bolt.
The boundary run continues. 7 fours, 2 sixes in just 4.5 overs. Back of a length again, and that is in the scoring zone for Alex Hales. He sets himself for that. The bat waiting up nice and high. And he's powerful.
We got scared, didn't he, by the Yorker that went for 4. I still think the full and straight one's the ball, not the length one. Round the wicket now, finds length, tries to slow a ball, carved away over the offside. Wow, this is some batting. 5 gone, 51 for 1. They're on target.
It's a great start for this run chase. Those big overs, 20 off Trent Bolt's second over. Alex Hales has put the foot down. All of a sudden, this 196 is within reach. Better start for England than New Zealand in that opening 5-over comparison. So just 1 over left in the power play. And England have decided that they will not die wanting. Plenty of boundaries from Alex Hales. 2 big sixes, a couple of 4s. That was all skill. Back of a length. Didn't get more than 15 feet above the ground. And then great use of the wrists. 20 runs off that Trent Bolt over. Tim Southee to continue, along with Simon Doull, Craig Cumming, and Bumble Lloyd.
Clothed it. It's going to be a good chase, is this? Forget the pitch, it's a decent pitch. 196 for 5, 51 for 1. England having a good go. Hales leading the charge, 39 from 17, 6 fours, 2 sixes. Last over the power play. Mid-wicket drops out. Third man comes inside the circle. Oh, just short clothed again.
Southee will look to run the fingers over the ball and try and take the ball away to the left-hander. Williamson shuffling his bowlers around. Just gripping the surface.
Shows that it's not an easy wicket. New Zealand did so well to get to 196.
Short ball pulled away, leg side, dropped short, just a single.
Again, it's timing. Can't quite get the timing. Needs to just work his way into the innings a little bit, Howard Milan.
Last over of the power play then, just 3 deliveries to go in this. Manoeuvring the field. Slow delivery, just worked into the leg side. Scamper by Hales, just a single.
Certainly been obvious that New Zealand bowlers, Bolt and Southee, have really been trying to cut the ball hard into the surface and bowl back of a length. And out the leg roller that time, so taking the pace off, and that's one of the benefits you get from bowling second.
There's another. Pulled away, leg side, in the gap for.
Finally found some timing. Southee persisting with the short pitch bowling. This time right out of the middle.
Well, likes a short ball, so it was a matter of time. Only about 20 metres between the two fielders out there, and they had no chance. Santner and de Grandhomme. So maybe plan B for Southee.
Slower ball again, inside edge, little bit of luck. This is going to run away, another boundary. No. Take 3. End of the power play, 60 for 1.
Real slow one there by Southee, 115 Ks. Bit of luck you need that in T20. A late draw, beating fine leg. Good chase by New Zealand, but an excellent power play for England. They needed it. Make the most of the new ball. The key is not only the 60 runs, they only lost the 1 wicket.
Well, they went for 9 in that over, Tim Southee, but you saw perfectly. Close-up view, off cutters, leg cutters, balling into the pitch. Milani's a good player, short ball. He likes that short ball. Different phase of the game now. Get the legger on.
Well, this is it. This is the big time for England, for New Zealand. And they go to Sodhi, bowl through the middle, bowl tightly, picks up wickets. England have to keep going.
Turn the ball away to both the right-hander and the left-hander. Very good wrong, and Sodhi. You employ it to the left-hander.
Oh, down is slowly.
Just that one delivery. It's a lovely action. Look to get plenty of revs on it. Ball spinning there. That's a legger. And that's the other.
And it turned. So that helps Sodhi, especially mentally, about what he's going to do when the wrong one turns big. So now it has to be picked. And you can't just play as if it's going to skid on, be the leg spinner or now the wrong one. You've got to really be able to pick it and adjust accordingly.
That's a googler, so he's bowled him 2. He's picked that nicely through extra cover, finds the boundary.
Well, a wonderful shot. Saw it coming, gave himself a little bit of room, timed it perfectly.
It's good adjustment, isn't it? 2 things. One, picked it nicely, and then being able to pounce on it. Shows there's still good pace in the surface.
Sure, that's another googly. He's not picked that. Always a good contest. A leg spinner into the attack. It's out the back of the hand again. Looking to whip this through mid-wicket. It's gone the other way.
Well, you wonder whether the previous delivery was a good guess now. The one that was short and went away, maybe because he'd beaten Milan, he thought, OK, it's going to be another one. That time, tossed up.
Oh, lovely.
It's impressive from the leg spinner. It's decent pace, a little bit of spin. Ball spinning both ways.
Because he's a tall man, he doesn't really float it up. Doesn't get above the eye line, there's no need. And that had bounce.
Oh, come over this side. Middle of the bat. Catch that.
71 for 1. The length, all about the length. Hales waited till the last ball of the over. Picked it up cleanly.
Do you know, I think that's a terrific over from the leg spinner. He's gone for 11. Loads of interest. Leg spinners, googlies, batsmen not picking. Bang, go on, catch that. Oh, what an effort. Come on.
Guptill showed too when the leg spinner misses too full. The slog sweep is on. At the moment, the run rate is above what's required. Big change here for the Blackcaps. Colin Monroe, change bowler, will look to bowl cutters, sliders, you name it, he'll do it. He might even, when he bowled off spin, it was off a long run and it was just basically round ups. It was nearly Malingas with off breaks.
Well, these are dobbers, aren't they? Just dobbers. Take pace off. Keeper up to the stumps.
Yeah, you don't want to get out to it, but England can't afford to let Monroe have a cheap over or two here. They've got to go. I think Alex Hales will continue to do that. Pick the right delivery.
Monroe might just want to get through the over. Just don't let the batsman settle. End of the run, turn round, get in.
Lovely, Manus, lovely boy, come on, lads.
Well, every ball will be different. We will change it up.
Lovely, Nossi, lovely, Nossi. Lovely, Nossi.
Precious dot balls.
Oh, lovely. And gap, and gap.
I can tell you, Bumble, Alex Hales was on to get the fastest 50 for England T20 cricket. He was on 46 off 20 balls. He had to get it to equal it in 23. He's missed that opportunity. Joining Ravi Bopara in Hobart in 2014. Sure there are bigger things on his mind, though.
Full bunker straight to extra cover. Missed out.
This is where, as a bowler, you wish it was only 5 balls. 1 to go. Even a 4, you would walk away happy from a New Zealand point of view. The knuckle ball, the big floater.
Terrific over. An over and nothing, but very effective. 74 for 1.
Oh, it's exactly what skipper Kane Williamson was after, a tight over. He wants Monroe to sneak through 1, maybe 2.
I'm going to say, does he put him on again or just 1 on, 1 off?
Might look to Colin de Grandon to bowl 1 as well. Plenty of bowling options when you look at Monroe, Sodhi, Bolt, Santner, Southee, de Grandon. So plenty of options, unlike England. Look at England and they've got 5 options. They do have a couple of part-time options that they didn't use, though.
There's nothing wrong with them part-timers. Milan with leg spin, James Vince, medium pace like Monroe. Oh, a bit of something different. How did they do that?
Quality shot. The ability, even though there's 2 backward points, he's looking to hit this over the top. Predicting that it's going to be a wrong, and again, too full from Sodhi. Not going short enough into the surface, but a quality shot.
Yeah, I'm going to put that down to the shot. Brilliant. Makes Sodhi think about things now. Can't just bowl the wrong and
a little bit of flight there. He's bowled a good pace.
was attempted wrong and once again.
Catch, catch, catch!
Straight to mid-wicket.
Ah, the benefit of the short tracker or the half tracker. Sodhi this time dragged it down. Certainly not the best ball he's bowled, but the context of the game, a really important one. He dragged it down. He was feeling under pressure. The lack of pace, and Hales couldn't get underneath it. He wanted to put it over the rope. Checking the front foot. That's fine. Well and truly behind. So a big moment in this game. Important wicket of Hales. Gone for 47, 79 for 2.
Oh, he's walking off feeling sick. Alex Hales. Rank long hop, should have gone 20 rows back. Hit it straight to the very, very safe hands of Colin de Grandon.
Well, they're so effective, leg spinners. We've talked about the googly. This is just a rank long hop. Hit it anywhere. He hits it flat, and you'll be thinking now all the way off, get some elevation into it. Get a leg spinner into your T20 team. The batsmen have to come after him. Get your fielders on the boundary. Make a mistake. Hales going brilliantly. Finds deep mid-wicket. And they celebrate, don't they, the leg spinners? It's the greatest delivery you've ever seen. James Vince in at number 4. Predicted that. And Googly first up for Vince. Here's the wicket. Go on, hit it anywhere you like. No, not to him.
Exactly. Very good 10 deliveries. The last 10 deliveries. The good over from Monroe. You can see it. No way. What have I done? A wicket and 5 runs in the Ish Sodhi over.
Pleasant drive, just be a couple.
Straight away, Hales, the head went down. It's not a big hit.
Oh, and boys, into me, into me.
Active sweep, will scamper, look for 2, no. 82 for 2.
Absolutely, just by turning up to a Blackcaps game now. I see your wife Tracy down there just quite in the way. Do you think you want to take her along? I think it'll be wrong to take her for 5 days. I think it'll just be better than not to do. Absolutely, well, congratulations. Still pretty intense that day-night test match. It's going to be something.
82 for 2, England after 9. New Zealand at this stage, 71 for 1. New batsman James Vince at the crease. Monroe again, just going to get another over out of him. The first over went for 3.
Oh!
Big appeal from the crowd. Bails are off. Only half of the story.
Vince is not going to stop, though. He's going to target him. It was off the gloves of Seifert. So New Zealand trying to get another over out of Monroe. Just slide him in when England have just lost the wicket.
Slow it. Finds 6. How's he hit that? Brilliant.
Wonderful timing. James Vince, he waited on it. It was the knuckle ball, I think. Floated out. Beautiful timing.
For a moment, quite bit off was in the game, but 1, it was wide of him, but 2, the timing. 98 Ks, floater, slower surface.
You see his thinking there. Hit it for 6, get a single.
They've got to go both ends, don't they? They're not going to win this with just one man going. Part-time bowling of Monroe got away with the first over. Can England make him pay?
Well, it's great for Vince. He's just come in there, 6 deliveries. He's hit a 6. Look at the board. He's double figures already. What's happened there?
I was wondering if he's front-edged it into the grill. Pop the... Yeah, straight up. Guards flew off. Come off the arms, it took away a lot of the impact.
He's outside the line. Big appeal, he's outside the line.
He's had 2 cracks at it here, James Vince. He's got the length he wants, I'm sure. Just no... Sorry, Milan, he's got no pace to work with.
Inside edge. Can't fathom Monroe out. 10 overs, 90 for 2. Look at Monroe, 2 overs, none for 11. Does he put him on again? Comparison, New Zealand 83 for 1, England 90 for 2.
When you're chasing a big total, it only takes a couple of good overs. A couple of good overs for the bowling side, and all of a sudden that asking rate shoots up to a formidable level once again. 10.7 England need. Well, the success there of Monroe has meant that Williamson will go to his other more dibbly-dobbly style of bowler into Gronholm.
I think it's the way to go. I mean, England just with pace on, the likes of Wood and Plunkett disappeared all round the park, and you can go 360 when there's pace on. And set a field, lots of cutters, cross-seam deliveries, pace off. Also seems to bounce more, bit of overspin when you bowl it.
Shouts to catch it! Would have been a beauty.
A beauty. It would have been absolutely magnificent, but struck well, and that's what we're seeing from the English batsman. A beautiful timing, just out of Santner's way. Valiant attempt, big dive to his right. Look at that, off the ground, and he's a long, tall man, Mitchell Santner.
There's been some very attractive stroke play in this game so far. A distinct lack of slogging.
I think that's absolutely right. I think we saw that in Williamson. He was very in front of the wicket, wasn't he? He was a little bit inventive on that leg side, and I would suggest he probably scored most of his runs on the leg side.
Just lazy running. I think he is. I think he thinks he's gone. He's just headed for the dugout.
Well, James Vince's winter started at the Gabba, and his first knock of the winter ended in a run out at the Gabba. And I reckon his first knock in New Zealand is going to end in a very similar run out, but this time in Wellington. And he falls short, lazy running. And against this New Zealand side, that is very dangerous.
And he didn't even bother to wait for the official decision. And it is a sharp piece of fielding. They were looking to get themselves back into the match, the Black Cap fielders, because most of the runs coming from the England batsmen had come through boundaries. And here it is again. And watch Vince as he runs and doesn't get there. He called it.
Well, he started off quickly. He started off with a hustle, and then at the end, it was quite lackadaisical. No real dive, no real stretch out. Did he think he was cruising? Did he think he'd put the hard yards in early enough?
If he did, he was wrong. Buttler comes to the middle, another very good striker of the ball for England.
Well, I was going to say Vince's demise now brings out one of the most exciting players, and I'm looking forward to seeing what contribution this man out there, Jos Buttler, captaining, wicket-keeping. I think he hurt his right hand in the middle of that England fielding display. I think he collared one ball on his right hand. That is, I'd be interested to have a look and see how he bats.
It's a me! Oh, no!
No dive from Vince. Whether a dive would have got him in there. He went off sprinting. Whether he was worried about crashing into the bowler. But you could see he never looked back. He knew he was struggling. Just there, maybe a dive. Nothing from Vince. New Zealand have always been a very sharp, athletic outfit.
Seven from the over and a wicket. How telling will it be? 97 for 3. So far, 31 overs into this match total, and it's been a good one for the New Zealand captain, Kane Williamson. Batted beautifully, and now things are working for him in the field. Alex Hales so threatening with 47 from 24, looked brilliant. Milan is looking promising, but he's kept in check somewhat by New Zealand. Vince, I thought, just those 7 balls looked like he could do some damage until he rather threw it away.
Yeah, I think just good illustration there of the wind here at Westpac Stadium in Wellington. It's been a bit swirly. Doesn't seem to have affected play out in the middle, but not always that pleasant sitting watching.
This is just what Williamson wanted too, was a new batter in for Sodhi, who was attacked in his first 2 overs. It was great stuff by England, taking on New Zealand's biggest threat.
English batsmen, we've seen plenty of him in domestic T20 in England. He played for Nottinghamshire. Hales would have played with him at Nottinghamshire and seemed to be picking him. He'll go through his variations. The odd ball has gripped.
Well, this is what England have to do, though, isn't it? They have to keep attacking. They have to keep believing. They have got the players. It's a very powerful England batting lineup, and they can trust themselves to go right through. David Willey's already given us an illustration of what he can do, and he's coming in a couple of batsmen's time if they need him.
Well, they're not in a bad position here, England. They're going into the second half of the innings. 7 wickets in hand. Batter established. A batter looking very good. He's more than established. He is bare middling it.
It's one of those pitches, every time the spinner's tossed it up, every time the slog sweep has come, it has just disappeared out the ground. It was Guptill, then it was Hales, and now it's Milan. It looks like there's just nice bounce on the pitch to meet the middle of the bat. And it might be a smallish ground, but on most grounds that would have been a 6.
Gets it away. This should bounce. This should spin forward. This should go for 4 as well. Sodhi under all sorts of pressure here.
Well, again, there's that bounce. The sweep shot, the slog sweep on a pitch. Maybe you're playing in the Emirates or India, where maybe it's keeping a little bit low, is dangerous. But look at that bounce up. And again, enough on it to get it over the infielders. Batsmen coming in have to look at this shot and think it may be the way to go. There's a man at the other end in Jos Buttler that can hit 360 and go reverse off the seamers. So England in with a chance here, a definite chance with their batting lineup.
That's it, right, strong lads.
That was the slog sweep, given ear, and he got some ear. And the next, a crafty shot. He's played a couple of those and played them well. That's a big hit. He goes down, gets this. This time it's Buttler lining it up. It's not far enough. No, it's not. Wow, Buttler goes.
Wow, we've just been talking about the swirling wind here at Wellington, and Southee was moving all over the place. It was a massive slice from Buttler. Southee went to his right, Southee went to his left. Southee ended up in exactly the right place at the right time.
And I just wonder when he hit it, if he thought he had enough on it, but he did have to wait. It was up in the air such a long time, wobbling around, and that swirly wind that we talked about, has that paid Jos Buttler's demise as well. What a wonderful catch, though. Tough in these conditions. 109 for 4 now, England.
Five runs coming from the Sodhi over, but a crucial wicket, and not the key wicket. Milan is still out there on 40 and 29. But if he combined with Milan, if Buttler and Milan had got going, they would have made light work of this massive target. So Billings is the new player. The grind home will continue. And the balance of the game just swings slightly in favour of New Zealand once again.
Well, it often does when you get Jos Buttler out. He started moving to his right, then the wind got hold of it, and he went to his left.
Well, from a New Zealand perspective, I'd given it away. But I thought that was going into the stands.
Well, it is one of these grounds where it can be in different parts of the outfield, and you know, you throw the grass up in the air and get completely different reactions. A little bit like the MCG, that's the case. Most grounds around the world, you throw a bit of grass up and that's a standard all the way around. So you know when you're hitting with the wind, against the wind. Difficult to tell here.
Just imagine being
Lovely, lads.
a goal kicker in a rugby test here. Wouldn't be easy, would it?
Go on in, lads. Bang, bang, here, boy.
A bit optimistic on that appeal. I must admit, I thought it was gone too. I thought it was a 6.
Just seems to be the slow bowlers, isn't it? They just seem to be beating the bat, inside edges, outside, making the ball arrive at different paces. Here's the wicket. Just spun enough, I think. Just spun enough. It was a traditional leg spinner to mean it was sliced somewhat. A little bit of a flare, so it could be affected by the breeze. Oh, he's strong through the offside. He is magnificent through the offside, Milan.
He is. He's had a special winter, David Milan. Picked on the back of his 2020 form. He had a one-game debut against South Africa where he smashed 70, then picked for Test match cricket, and everything he's done with style and grace and ease since.
But it's so clean as well, isn't it? It's just you talked about the timing, and it's the confidence as well, but just such clean hitting time. And Tim Seifert. Debut for New Zealand. Very handy hockey player, good striker, scored lots of goals. And the Tri-Series next moves to Eden Park in Auckland, February the 16th. Special day, 6:30, live on Sky Sport 1. It's us.
Boy, that's going to be an occasion, especially if New Zealand get across the line here in this match. I'll say they'll come pouring into Eden Park to watch that. New Zealand in the box seat. England still needing 80-42. New Zealand making inroads into their batting lineup, but I'd say New Zealand's noses are that far in front at all.
Best thing about this match is we have a contest. Absolutely no doubt about that right now. This is, you talk about T20 and the shortened version of the game, and is it just a crash bash? But situations like this, there's a lot of intrigue.
It's a big moment for New Zealand because the experience that Tim Southee's had plenty to say out there in this innings so far as well. Comes on to bowl. Now, if he can bowl 2 good overs or even 1 good over, he can put the first nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it really depends what you mean by a good over nowadays. In the olden days, 50-over games, wickets were absolutely vital. I reckon nowadays you can see the points table, how crucial this game is, both sides looking for their first win. As a captain now, a good over for me is just go for a 3 or a 4. That will just bump that run rate up. Obviously, wickets will help, but just get me an over where England don't score many.
Yeah, what I don't think a good overhead does, a tidy over for, let's say, 5 or even 6 run a ball. What it does is it means as England go into those last 5 or 6 overs, they go into with a little bit of, with some angst, with just a little bit of panic. Every dot ball just builds a bit of panic. They have to find the boundary. They can't afford another good over.
I think we saw there in Tim Southee's eyes how much of a challenge they've got on their hands, the Blackcaps, at the moment.
Pitch another one, good running.
Yeah, Williamson will be ticking there. Southee's not amused. Just a little run down to third man. There is no reason you should get 2 there. Third man's not doing his job. If you can play a shot like this with no risk and get 2, then someone in the field is not doing their job.
It seemed like there's a little inside edge on that. And how far did this carry? It's gone across the off stump to try to swing it away. There was a hint to maybe big bat. Didn't carry anyway, so it's all academic. Yeah, a little inside edge, and then it was just took the body, which took the pace off it.
Got to be careful with this field. Williamson, he's seen that Billings wants to go leg side, so another man goes out. But we saw the other day at the MCG, Billings can play that reverse sweep as well and go offside. Does go leg side and finds the boundary.
Yeah, well done.
This is really courageous. I think this shot from Billings, as he took him on, it was coming up near his eyeballs, and he got good contact. But he was on for the challenge, wasn't he?
Well, I'm surprised how he went short. You we saw Billings was moving around, giving himself some width. So Southee went short. I don't know if that was the right option. All of a sudden, 7 from the over now with 1 ball to go. Before then, it had just been 3 or 4. Comes a big ball, this one. That's a goodie, takes all the pace off it. So 8 from the over, not bad, 125 for 4. When you look at the scoreboard, you see that England need 12 runs and over, but when you look at the run rate comparison, the Worms, you say game on. This is even Stevens.
I think he's got to fire a few in here, Santner, or really lob it up. It would be brave, but the slog sweep, anything length had disappeared over mid-wicket or square leg for 6. He went up for the lob-up option. Very brave. Good on him. The stop delivery is disappearing. It's either got to be the dart right in the feet or a moon ball.
I think he's at his best when he's bowling this delivery too. Love it. Look at that. It's classic stuff. Lob it up, spin it. Goes quick and flat.
Lovely, Mitchie. Lovely, Mitchie.
2 balls. Plan comes together nicely.
Lovely, Mitchie. Go on there, lads. Go on, boys.
Agar bowled well the other evening against England. Tall left-arm spinner. He bowled it into the surface. Whereas the England spinner slightly shorter, tossed it up and got smashed all round the park. Santner, a different style of bowler completely. Uses his guile, changes his pace.
Oh, gets away with that.
It's 2 full tosses he's missed out on, David Milan, and he's not amused with himself.
Here it is, just too much, trying too hard maybe. Played it too early.
Saw him coming, pulled it back. Lovely piece of bowling. They should get 2 though, because it was nicely placed.
Yeah, good cricket all round. Coaches would call that the release shot. Tossed up, and for a while Billings were just coming to go wherever, and at the last second there's the release. Stops in his tracks, regathers his thoughts, and decides to go through extra cover for 2. So excellent cricket all round.
Can he get there? Can he get there? Yes, it's Sodhi. Saunters across and takes the catch.
No release shot on that occasion. Santner quite brilliant. I asked the question, was he brave enough to toss it up and get the ball to dip? He went wide up, and that is brave left arm spin. No mistake with the catch. Outstanding from the left arm spinner. And Billings has come and Billings has gone. And England are 131 for 3. No, correction, 129 for 5 even. Somewhere between those 2 scores.
David Willey
There were statistics there that suggest that David Milan has a lot of work to do. He's on strike to Santner, who has one ball remaining in the sofa, and you feel Milan is going to have to play one of the innings of his life from this point. Gets a strike, doesn't hit it particularly well, so he won't pick up 4. He'll get 2. That is a very, very good over for New Zealand. 131 for 5 for England.
Yeah, 50 for Milan, but the more important thing there, we were asking, could New Zealand produce one good over that would turn it around? I think they have done. Not just the wicket, but not many runs from the over. Wide, tossed up, he had to reach for it. And all he could do was top edge it to Sodhi. That combination of Sodhi and Santner, the undoing of Billings.
Here's Sodhi. 2 for 31. Again, slog sweep. Again into the crowd. It's been a productive shot.
He's playing an innings. He really is playing an innings. These two left-handers are key. Very big key for them. Milan is playing well, and he needs support at the other end. He needs to keep hitting. Run rate is 12 per over. Game on, I believe. Big chance.
Whatever though. He showed he's got 4. He's been punished, whether it be slog sweep and down the ground. Been able to get under it. Seems to be a surface just tailor-made for the slog sweep and the sweep.
Goes up here, boys. Goes up, lads.
New Zealand at this stage, business end of the game, just ahead. 146 for 3, 138 for 5, England.
This big number early in the over. It takes a lot of the heat off.
Love you. Go on here, Ishmael. Come on, boy. Goes up here, lads. Goes up here, boys. Lovely. Hit it.
I'll get a bonus run here. It was a nice piece of fielding, but it's going to cost 1. Sometimes those ricochets can be costly. They're going to have a look. They always do.
Well, they're going to have a look. It's a direct hit, but I'm sure a batsman confident that he gets in. Crowd appeal, yes.
Bat down, bat down, bat down. Keep going. Okay. My decision to the screen is not out. I repeat, not out.
It's a good example, though. You see the not out come up on the big screen. That back of a length, short of a length even. Some would say even too short, but it grips and turns. It's harder to hit, especially with the wrong and turning away.
Going well, profiting off every ball. The required amount for this over.
Come on here, lads. Come on, boys.
The heat is on here big time. This is Sodhi's last delivery. Santner has 1 over to go.
What?
Down the ground, now then. Should be, oh no! No, Mitch Santner. Lined it up. He's knocked it over the bar for 6.
Well, he's tipped this over the bar. It's out. He's not got enough on this. Googly again. Slaps it to long on. Santner sets himself, catch it, and it bursts through him. Oh, what a bonus 6.
Big moment. Very relaxed customer Santner. It's like he jumped slightly too late. Beautiful catch by the fitness trainer. It doesn't count. So Sodhi, he ends his 4 overs, 2 for 49. Could have been 3 for 43.
Big two get together there. England 149 for 5. New Zealand at this stage, 16 overs, 154 for 3. Willie 17 from 5 deliveries. Milan 51 from 37.
Before that oval bumble, it was 13 and a half runs per over. Down to 12 now. And you can do that over a shorter period of time.
Well, you can. It's still 2 a ball, though. You bowl a dot. Singles are gold for New Zealand here at this point. Singles. And how much will they rue this moment in the game? There's a talented cricketer, Mitch Santner, but he does put a few catches down. Oh, he can't believe it. Cannot believe it. It's the danger man.
Well, he bowled a beautiful over, the last one, and that is now even it up. Now he's got to be asked to front up again.
Yeah, this tests your nerve, doesn't it? You know the crowd are looking at you. Commentators are giving it to you. Now I've got to bowl it.
Oh. And mark, and mark!
Well, they're all bonus runs, things like that. It's a flirt into the leg side, nothing more. He beats that fielder inside the circle. England move on to 151 for 5.
Well, he's bowled beautifully to the right-handers all year. And the last over is a good example of that, where he'll slide it in, and then he bowls a very slow, more like a top spinner that can be wide. Different challenge to the left-hander, though.
That's wide. You can see what he's done there because of the field that he's been given. He's got 2 fielders very, very close together to the right of your screen behind. They're almost deep gullies on the 30-metre circle, those 2 guys. The gap between them probably 10 to 12 metres max. So he wants to slide it across because he doesn't want to get hit there.
Perfect for the left-handers, this. Left-arm spinner, it's in the slot. I'm sure that they're looking leg side, and it doesn't matter where he bowls, he can get it right outside there. And it's a leg spinner, it's something different. Makes no difference, he's gone for 6.
Have a look at the release here, Bumble. This delivery's got him a few wickets so far, but England have done their homework. Got it.
It didn't turn that one. He's been able to turn it in the previous series. That one just slid on.
Catch.
Now then, catch it is the cry. Catch it is the cry. And catch it is. Oh, it's Trent Bolt, the safe hands, and Santner breathes a sigh of relief. And the big man goes. The form player.
Got to go after the left armour. All smiles for New Zealand. Played a good hand there, David Milan, and looking to go over long on. Hits it high. No mistake this time from mid-on. Oh, he just about hangs in there. Relief for Santner. England are 6 down, 158 for 6.
It was good bowling because we showed you those 2 guys behind point, and that was what he was trying to do, was slide it across. And that time, he did have to fetch it a wee bit. It wasn't closer to the body, so he couldn't hit it over mid-wicket. It hit against the angle. For that reason, he couldn't quite get it right. Angling across there, fetching it from outside off stump. Not quite the timing that he's shown throughout 59 runs, and Trent Bolt will take it any day of the week like that.
Yeah, we looked in it, nearly popped out the other side. Yeah, there it is.
Jordan, the new player.
Lovely mixing.
England battle a long way down here. There's some danger men to come.
What's the comparison now? England 6 down, 159. 6 down's the key. New Zealand were 166 for 3. Yeah, they'll keep coming. Some big hitters. Jordan, Plunkett.
Come on, lads, goes up.
Rashid's a little bit different. Play differently, can Rashid. Open face.
Go on, Mitchie. Goes up here, lads. Goes up, boy.
Still 2 runs a ball. It's the most simplest equation.
Oh, down. Mitchie, lovely,
Dots
Mitchie.
gold. Absolute gold nuggets.
The slower one again, 75 Ks, really tossed it up there, Santner.
Lovely, Mitchie.
the method, either above the eyes and very slow, or fire it into leg stump.
Straight up. Another chance. Fielder running in. Can he get it? Yeah. Oh, he can't. Tim Southee, usually very, very safe. Oh, New Zealand. They've got the dropsies. It's 160 for 6. Should have been worse.
Oh, another throwdown. What do you think, skipper? Catch this 99 times out of 100, Tim Southee. Might just be swirling here in the cage team. Go on, catch it. And the ball gets away from him. He's way in front of him. Doesn't get a mitt on it.
Well, they had their issues in the last game against Pakistan in Bay Oval. They put down a few. And Tim Southee, normally very good. Hardly got a hand on it. Went straight through. It's 2 and 2 overs.
He's got a handful of fresh air there. Hit him straight on the thigh.
Imagine catching the high ball in rugby. Bumble in here. Put the bomb up.
Trent Bolt into the attack. England 6 behind on the comparison.
Just one ball, Bumble. It's just one ball. This is just what this tour needed. There are going to be some great encounters, whatever the form of cricket we're playing. Very evenly matched teams. This is perfect start. So much to play for here. Remember, Australia waiting. They're in the final. Feet up. Oh, it gets away from Seifert. Might get a couple here. They will. They'll bonus runs as well.
Well, they're all at it, New Zealand. Keeper this time misses it. Don't want to see that either, the keeper. Buys.
New Zealand haven't really been put under pressure for most of the summer either, this part of the game. Trent Bolt. There's a lot of variations. Looks like maybe the straight, especially the full one, and then the slow ball bouncer.
It'll say left arm quick, but you're not going to get that. There'll be lots of slow deliveries, sliders out at the back of the hand, keep the batsman guessing as to what's coming. This chat here, what's he do? What's he going to bowl? I'm going to bowl it shorter length, or I'm going to bowl it full, so you've got to set that field accordingly.
Earning his money tonight, Kane Williamson. An extra ball looming.
Yeah, he could have left it, but you're trying to slide it through the field set with two, like a deep point and a deep cover, so the wide York is the option. But it was really wide. Willie did well to hit it.
Brilliant placement. Absolutely pinpoint.
Second guessing each other. Short ball this time. Two fielders out there at square leg deep mid wicket. And it sits up nicely for Jordan. He swats it. Another thing that he'll be looking, Jordan, just a mental picture. Third man inside the circle. Fine leg inside the circle.
Determination about that. They're going to have a look at the front foot. All eyes on the screen.
Nah, it's fine. Landed behind the line. Trent Bolt. He already missed a full one. They went for two byes. Jordan is so good at the Yorker himself. Bit of his own medicine. You miss, I hit. Trent Bolt. Not rely on the fielders. Jordan, 6 off 6, 168 for 7.
Well, it's a perfect delivery. Previous delivery banged in short. Flat batted for 4. Go back to basics. Just bowl straight, bowl quick. Base of off stump. 7 down, 168 for 7. New Zealand this stage, 169 for 3.
It's a mean ball, Plunkett. If he gets lucky for 10 minutes, that'll be enough. Gone! Not lucky at all.
Took a little step down the pitch, Liam Plunkett. Wanted to go straight, missed it completely. And again, Trent Bolt getting it straight up there, get it full, get it fast, get it on off stump. On your bike.
Perfect bowling, Trent Bolt. Just the 8 off the over, and most importantly, 2 wickets. The fingers up. Plunkett gone, first ball, 168 for 8.
They're just running out of firepower, unfortunately. England, they're on track. They were on track to win this game, but they've lost too many key players at the wrong time. Trent Bolt, 2 and 2. Rashid is the new player. He's nifty. He can work a ball around. He's done it for New Zealand in the past.
But he'll look to open the face. Might give himself a touch of room outside off stump, Rashid, and open the face and look to go behind square offside. Look at that bat. There's some meat in that for a little fella.
So it's Tim Southee who will bowl over number 19. And one from Trent Bolt to finish. Bolt on a hat-trick. Slightly more relieved now, Kane Williamson. Does he have this now within his grasp? You would imagine so. New Zealand hot favourites.
Yeah, New Zealand scored 27 off the last 2 overs. Bolt back into the attack. Full straight gone.
David Willey on strike. Got to go big. Beautifully worked, because he had Taylor in that position where he could just angle the ball across, aim for that crease line, which he absolutely nailed at Southee. Hard to hit those anywhere. There are a few secrets about any players these days already. They will have done their homework on Chapman and Seifert, the Englishman. They'll be building up a little library on them.
I'm just looking at this offside field. I mentioned that he likes to squirt it behind square offside. 2 fielders inside the circle.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go full and straight. Tim Southee bringing cover in closer to stop the single.
Just a wide, but enough. Tim Southee not that happy. No bowler ever is.
Well, he whipped round straight away there, Tim Southee. He slides it down the leg side, and he looked at the umpire. It doesn't clip the pad. Anything down leg side, they're that strict. Bonus ball then for England.
(27 off 11). Top draw, we've seen it from England. Jordan, his second last over was simply fantastic under pressure, Chris Jordan. And then he lost it in his last over. And New Zealand cashed in. And those last 2 overs may well be the difference.
Yeah, it's whether Rashid's strong enough to go on the offside, like Seifert was able to do. Maybe if Southee misses the length, he can use the pace.
Not giving him any width at all, just a single. Brings Willie back on strike. Can be dangerous, David Willey. He's 20 from 8 deliveries.
Well, he's got to hit. There's 3 balls left in this over. He's got to hit 2 boundaries. if so, and then perhaps get back on strike early in the last over. That's the key. 2 boundaries now, brings it down to, say, 17 off the last over. It's on with the right man on strike. Must go big.
Not a clue where that had gone. He's nailed it. He's hit it straight. Oh, right on the clog.
Back heel. Did well. Whether or not he did well or not to get his foot out of the road. But more importantly for New Zealand, a dot ball.
Great pipe opener, this. Good spectacle. Couldn't get it past the captain. Set deep.
It's a great example of what you're talking about at the moment, Ian, of obviously the scouting that goes on, because Kane Williamson's like a wide mid-off, really wide. There's no one straight down to Willie, so there's plenty of opportunities. That would have worked out. He doesn't hit there a lot. Might like to go through the covers on the leg side.
Got to be a boundary here. 25 to win from 7 deliveries. Field change? No. Stays the same. Nice. Where's he going? Wider at mid-wicket.
Oh, perfectly bowled. I'm not sure that's a great result, because he could be run out, and he's running away from the strike.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Regardless.
Third umpire director, we're going to review here for run
here.
out of the best side on angle,
Brilliant
please.
bowling. Desperate dive from David Willey. Direct hit, he's gone.
Okay, leave it there. My decision is out. I repeat, out.
Brilliant. Go back to the delivery, though. The run out looks spectacular. But it's the Yorker from Southee being able to execute it. Maybe would have been better to stay on strike, Willie. He tried hard, 21 off 10, 172 for 9.
Good night for Tim Seifert. Chapman to debutants. It looks at this stage as if they're going to end their debuts on a winning note. That was really good work from the keeper, sharp work.
I think 2 experienced bowlers have been excellent at the end of this innings. Bowled with a full deliveries, dead straight, bowling 2 wickets. And Southee again, trusting the skill.
Bolt on a hat-trick. Push for 2, push for 2. Mark Wood, the new player. That might have been close.
Martin Guptill, I think it was, sprinting in. Nearly forgot that Trent Bolt was on a hat-trick.
9 down, tottering England, 23 to win. 5 deliveries.
Nicely carved away, but it'll be cut off. And now England basically need 4 sixes.
Been done before.
Let's go.
Where?
Yuvraj Singh. Not Mark Wood. Gary Sorbus. Not Mark Wood.
Oh, son, make a name for yourself. Join the greats. Hit the next 4 out of the park. Bolt. Try and close the deal here. Up and over, and that'll be down towards the boundary for 4. Now then, 3 sixes will still do it.
Wides and no balls come into it now. I don't think so. Everybody comes for a chat. Captain comes across. Who else wants a chat? There are 3.
You just wonder Hitting the stumps is the good option. He's been so good from the last over, Trent Bolt, and so was Tim Southee. Full and straight.
That'll do it. That will do it.
Well, for England now, run rate is so important. Last man at the crease. What's the deficit? 18.
Push for two, that would be unwise. New Zealand haven't been perfect in the field, but both sides have been sharp. They've been athletic. It's been one of the good features, apart from 2 or 3 drop catches.
The pitch has been good, but everybody's suspicious about this surface and disease in a dropping pitch, but it's been fine. Look at the scores. 196 for 5, 180 for 9.
Last ball then of the 4th match in the tri-series. New Zealand will win it. England will pick up. Crumbs towards the end. It will be a boundary, but it's not enough. So New Zealand win a really important victory. And in terms of this competition, they are on the board.
Cracking game of T20 cricket. 196 for 5, 184 for 9. England winning the toss, inviting New Zealand to bat first. Suspicious pitch, but it's played fine. Real entertainment for this crowd. England still to get a win.
Cracking start. Just what the series needed. And all the fans here and all the